What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. Alright, guys, so, yes, people have informed me of Popcross Studios that they have done he has done another What If Pokemon Were SCPs, alright? So, I saw the thumbnail, so Greninja is going to be involved in this. So, let's see what other ones he's got for us. Alright, so, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, let's get started, and go.
Creatively speaking, Pokemon as SCPs is not one of my more challenging series to do.
No, they're not.
I love Pokemon, I love SCPs, I love drawing slightly creepier, more rendered versions of cartoony things, and more importantly, this is probably by far the most
that was creepy.
series I get from
that is seriously
comments
creepy.
back. So, doesn't seem like there's any downside in continuing to do it. I've pulled more suggestions from the comments
Of
section
course.
the previous video.
Dude, what
Those
the
are
hell,
Pokemon
bruh?
we'll make SCPs out of today. Let's go. Hit like if you want. Subscribe if you feel like. But either way, enjoy the show.
Hit like because I say so. I'm just kidding.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who are new here, I am Professor Oakland, here to inform you about some challenges facing the Foundation and more SCPs under our watch. Let's begin. Item number SCP-P658. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Specimens of P658 are to be kept in a specialized rainforest-imitating biome at Facility Kalos, with tungsten-reinforced walls. Previously, we trialed them in the Safari Zone in the Ruby Sector, but they proved too dangerous and unpredictable to be around other SCPs. Personnel are only to enter this containment after sleeping powder has been successfully dispensed to put all subjects to sleep. Description: P658 is a humanoid amphibious species known for their incredible speed and agility. They have blue mucus-coated hides and large tongues that can retract into their mouths,
Gross.
but often rest wrapped around their shoulders,
Gross.
somewhat like a scarf. They've often been compared to monkeys due to their cunning nature, swift movements, and, more notably, their most powerful biological weapon. These creatures are able to form water particles in the air into condensed projectiles that resemble massive shurikens, commonly used weapons by feudal Japanese mercenaries. They can
Small
hurl
shurikens
projectiles
were,
with
not
such
giant
force
ones,
that
bro.
They can carve through metal, including the metal we often use to line our containment cells, hence needing reinforced tungsten to help keep them contained. They aren't inherently violent. Some have come into containment with a fair amount of ease, but on occasions, when they have felt threatened or simply been in an aggressive mood, they've proven lethal to come in close contact with. The
Yo, it
first
kind of
ones
looks
were
like
found
the
in
Greninjas
Amazon
from the
rainforest,
Detective
where they lived
Pikachu
largely
movie.
out of sight from locals,
Just saying.
thanks to their highly elusive nature. But after a few groups of tourists managed to get photos, the Foundation was compelled to step in. One of the specimens we have in containment we actually found when it was still quite young, and it had a very different appearance originally. Like many other SCPs we've studied, these creatures evolve over time. P658s start out much smaller and rounder, with large eyes sprouting from the top of their head. They also grow white bulbous orbs around their necks that get larger through their youth, then disappear when they reach adulthood. We are as of yet uncertain what the purpose of these growths are, as we've yet to find another young version of the 658 species. We currently have 5 in our containment and believe there are at least another 24 out in the wild. Of course, the one not in our containment that vexes the Foundation most is one that has unfortunately bonded with a young man who has become the bane of the Foundation's efforts to keep SCPs out of public knowledge. But it's more fitting to get to him in the explanation of our next SCP.
Ooh. Yeah, it does. It looks like the ones from the Detective Pikachu movie, the more realistic looking Greninjas from that movie. That was a good movie, by the way. I liked it.
Item number SCP-.
Oh, God. Oh, so he's talking about Ash.
Object Class, to be determined, but likely Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. When this creature is captured, it will likely be suitable to keep it in a standard containment cell, with the addition of rubber-coated walls. Personnel will only be permitted to enter in full electricity-resistant attire. Description: P025 is a 2-foot-tall rodent creature with a yellow hide and large rabbit-like
That's awful
ears.
big for a Pikachu. Isn't Pikachu only like about a foot tall?
A lightning bolt-shaped tail, fitting given its most anomalous ability. The creature has the power to create massive bolts of electricity that it can shoot from
Oh, yeah.
all across its body. It can also absorb electricity through its tail to power it up even further. The electricity it can emit has proven powerful enough to wipe out an entire field of livestock in a single shot. The creature
Damn.
is incredibly dangerous, and we have every intention of getting it into custody. But a young, notorious, so-called cryptozoologist has made this increasingly difficult. Satoshi Matsumoto, whose internet alias in cryptid circles is Ash Ketchum, is currently in possession of the only version of this creature we've yet to find, though we believe it is possible there are more of them. Satoshi found this creature when he was only 10 years old, and we were quickly flagged to its existence and sent two of our finest operatives at the time, Jesse Musashi and James Miyoji, to retrieve it. But the creature had formed a bond with the boy and refused to leave his side. When they tried to take the creature by force, it electrocuted them both so badly that they were nearly killed. We've since attempted on many occasions to retrieve the creature to no avail, and all the while, Satoshi has done all he can to...
So the SCP Foundation in this is Team Rocket. Nice, I like it.
SCPs that we work quite vigilantly to keep hidden from the public do indeed exist as well. He has become one of the largest threats to our work since the unfortunate SCP-P150 incident, a case for another time. He has managed to befriend a number of other SCPs over the last few years as well, including a P658 that will also do whatever it takes to keep us away from Satoshi. He regularly posts videos of P025 and his other SCP allies that we promptly remove from wherever he posts them, though often many people will have seen them by the time we have them removed. We have been able to pay off and manipulate many media outlets to keep Satoshi off the more mainstream platforms, and we have also released videos debunking the appearances he has made. But
Pokemon Go.
Harder and harder as every month goes on, as more and more people are seeing his creatures and suspecting that many more anomalous creatures like them could be out in the world. We have debated assassinating him, but as he is only 15 years old, many in the Foundation have unfortunately agreed that this would be immoral, and we can find...
Just when the hell are they getting a rat's ass? They would have killed his ass a long time ago.
Hopefully we get on top of this soon, as he and P025 have become more than a regular nuisance to our work.
Yeah, if he was really that bad for the Foundation would have killed him like long ago. They don't take that kind of shit. They don't care about killing people, killing kids. They have children as D-class, for crying out loud.
SCP-P094. Object class.
Oh god, now this is an SCP. This mofo evil.
P094 is to be kept in a 10x10 cell in which a specialized psionic frequency is to be consistently played to keep it from phasing and slipping through the walls. The room is to be...
Oh dude, he's really using the tongue, isn't he?
No object inside that could cast a shadow. Once a day, a D-class personnel is to be placed inside its containment for the creature to haunt. Description: SCP-P094 commonly appears as a round purple mass of shifting ghostly slime and smoke. It bears a wide grin and leering red eyes, also often flaunting a large grotesque tongue. This creature's origin is unknown, but...
What is with Pokemon and tongues, for crying out loud? Have you noticed that? A lot of them have big tongues.
Into the treacherous being it is today. It was first found in a tower in Transylvania that had long been believed by locals to be haunted.
Oh
After
god,
a series of
really?
disappearances got townsfolk riled up, we finally sent a field operative to investigate.
Pokemon Tower,
and we never heard
nice.
from them again. As a follow-up, we sent a group of 5 researchers, including armed guards, to look into the tower's haunted nature next. The group searched for 23 minutes before they all reported a drastic drop in temperature in the tower. The whole room then reportedly went hazy. Their flashlights were casting shadows all across the room, which we'd later discover made for many hiding spots for P094. The creature soon sprung out of
He didn't have to change it a whole lot, really.
Their entire body, then hid away in another shadow. It did this to 3 agents before they deemed the mission too dangerous and fled. The operatives who'd been licked barely made it to the jet for returning to the Foundation.
Yeah, paralyzed.
In the hour after leaving the tower, their bodies slowly withered, their skin grayed and wrinkled, and their eyes sunk into their skulls. The creature had cursed them, and to this day we've found no way to reverse this once it's occurred. which it has on multiple occasions since. We were able to apprehend the creature using psionic cannons, pumping a frequency that disrupts P094's ability to phase its body through objects and into shadows, but we found on occasion it has been able to shift its form and escape containment regardless. It is entirely possible that the creature is toying with us, making us believe we are able to contain it, when in truth, it could leave at any moment.
That is a possibility.
The reason it hasn't made more escape attempts is because of the D-class personnel we place in its cell once per day for it to have its tormenting fun with. But eventually we will have to discover
Oh, dude, he's going for
certain
some
if
drool
we do
there.
truly have the creature trapped, or if this is all its own clever ploy to eventually have its fun on the very facility that currently houses it.
Okay. Yeah, that mofo, pure evil.
Item number SCP.
Oh, another ghost type.
P562.
Creepy one, too.
Object class can vary from case to case, but tentatively Euclid. Special containment
Really?
procedures. P562 specimens reside in a Foundation graveyard in a redacted location in Russia. Operatives are to ensure
Russia.
that no other burial
But these
grounds
things are
created
Egyptian.
within 25 miles of this location to ensure the specimens do not get confused and attempt to escape. Description. P562 is a breed of phantasmal entity, created when certain deceased human souls are leaving their bodies. They have large ghostly heads with arms sprouting from them and a narrow body that leads down to a mask that they all carry. The appearance of the mask varies from case to case, as it has been proven that they resemble the face they wore in life. These creatures
That's
generally
dark,
reside
man.
in
That is
graveyards,
dark.
rarely floating far from the place their past body was buried, though in some cases they have seemed to forget where their own gravestone is and wander off to another, often having to be
Dude,
led
that is
back
a
by
creepy-ass
Foundation
effect.
operatives. Common
That's a
cases
creepy-ass
of
effect you put on there.
P562, referred to hereafter as P562A, are not hostile and must only be contained to keep their anomalous existence from public eyes. When one is found, its former body is dug up and its grave is brought to the Foundation-protected gravesite, where it can then float around at night freely under our watch. In rare cases in which one begins to wander off from the site, an operative is permitted to start defacing the specimen's gravesite, which often will promptly remind it where it is and drive it to return. If an operative is forced to do this, they must then move quickly away before the creature returns to prevent being assaulted. These creatures do have some lethal abilities, similar to things P094 has proven able to do, but there have been very few incidents of them being violent due to their generally calm nature. That, of course, brings us to P562B, a more recently discovered variation of these creatures. This version of P562
The
carries a slab
Cophagirus?
of concrete with satanic markings painted on it in place of a mask. 562Bs are much more prone to violence and will often attack Foundation personnel upon their approach. Upon first discovering one of these variations
know what he's
in
talking
Cairo,
about there.
Egypt, it was believed to be a unique offshoot of the species, but a month later another was found in Yemen, then a third in New Zealand. Thus far we've deduced that around 1 in 20 of these creatures will take on this altered form. Research was eventually done into the people who tend to spawn these entities in death, and in most cases of 562B, their family and friends have described them as angry or aggressive individuals. It is believed that this more violent breed of the species are spawned from vengeful souls that have lasting hatred for someone or something in the world of the living. We have been able to
That
get
is a
all
creepy-ass
cases of
looking
P562B
thing, man.
to the containment site, but it has proven a much more difficult process. Now, hopefully that has gotten many of you up to date on some of the entities we must continue to study and keep from the world. In my next lecture, I'll be discussing some of the more godly or legendary SCPs we've encountered,
Ooh.
so if you have any specific requests for ones you'd like to be informed about, please let me know on your way out the door or in the comment section below. Thank you, everyone, and good night.
Ooh, he should do, God, what's that one? He should do that one, the dragon, the ghost dragon.
And that
Giratina,
concludes Pokemon
Giratina.
as SCPs Round 4. And as I hinted at the end of the lore there, the next episode is going to be specifically legendary Pokemon, so leave me your legendary Pokemon suggestions in the comments. I'll probably line up that episode to come out around the time Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, but we'll see, maybe a week later, I don't know. But anyway, for anyone that's new to the channel,
Well, he's gonna have to do
check out
Arceus.
the other 3 Pokemon as SCPs
That's
episodes
creepy.
I've got on here, or if you want something more story-focused,
Oh.
maybe check out my Hollow Knight Horror Story episode. But besides that, that's all for today, except of course for ending the video on a positive or uplifting note. And the thought I want to leave people with today is that the less time you spend responding to negative people, the more peaceful your life will become. Sometimes it's just not worth spending tons of time trying to defend yourself against someone who might be determined to misunderstand you anyway. You don't have to convince negative people to be positive.
I don't argue with
Be
stupid
positive
people.
Yourself. Hope that was helpful to someone out there. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
so
I
much
will
for
get to
watching.
this one
I
too.
love you all, and the next episode is going to be
If you don't
coming out
keep
on
care to
Christmas
Spider-Man,
Eve, and it
Spider-Man
may be
villains.
almost exactly as goofy as my Christmas episode from last year, based on a very determined commenter who has been commenting the exact same thing since last Christmas. I'll see y'all there.
Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed that one. And now that we've got some time to talk, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. I probably did. I'm actually filming this before Christmas, so. But I had things with family. I hope you guys had time with family and stuff like that. And even if you couldn't get together with family, I hope you still had a Merry Christmas. And those of you who didn't have anyone to spend it with, know that, you're cared about. You're cared about, and this is a place for you to come, and we can all, you can join the community. We care about you here. It's a place to have fun and, just hang out with people. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy that. So, yeah, I'm getting a little nostalgic here, with family and stuff. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, click on the link to the original down in the description, get down to Popcross Studios. Like the original, sub to him. Oh god, I love this stuff that he does here. I love his superhero ones, and I like his SCP ones. Especially when it's superhero SCPs. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe. I think I already mentioned it. Now I don't even know where I am. My brain is just fried right now, getting ready for the holidays. Get ready for Christmas and stuff like that. And, oh yeah, don't forget to look forward to New Year's, which is coming soon. Hopefully next year will be better than this year. Though I find it very ominous how next year is 2022. It's almost like a sequel to 2020, so yeah, color me a little bit nervous. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye.